It's Gucci YouTube. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, skinny body. Got no degree why because I'm still working on that part. You already know we back with some more fireboards, so anime, manga, content. Now before we get in the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends. Cause it's time to start talking about some of that Boruto greatness, bro. Yes, sir. Okay, so up until this point in the Boruto story, essentially, especially in the Boruto manga, just starting in the Boruto anime, we have the gist of Kawaki's character in relations to the Karma Seal, his deep hatred for it, his deep resentment for it, in relations to, you know, everything that happened to him coming into Kara as a young child up until now, dealing with, you know, the traumas with Jigen and just constantly being treated as an object and as a vessel due to having this Karma Seal, the sense of hollowness and emptiness that goes along with it, and all the metaphors that tie into it with the vase. And you see back when they were battling Ishii, before even Kawaki was even on the battlefield, Amado was questioning Kawaki's, you know, feelings on losing the Karma Seal, ultimately whether it caused satisfaction or regret in the end. But we see how Kawaki is right now at the end of the fight. We see the moments between him and Boruto, and this is something that I really want to focus on in this video. In this particular part, we see Kawaki specifically tell Boruto, and this is something that I wanted to emphasize, or at least point out and to make note of, because it's not something that we should overlook. Already knowing how my guy Kishimoto be rolling when it comes to the wordplay and comes to foreshadowing for later on down the lines in the series. We see the interactions with Boruto and Kawaki prior to Boruto using the Karma Seal with Kawaki's help in order to send them back home. And Kawaki's like, yo, my guy, just because my Karma Seal is out of here doesn't mean I'm not, like, doesn't mean I'm gonna be kicking back in the village at the hot springs, chilling, reading up on, you know, Jiraiya Sensei's legacy and stuff like that. You feels me? He's still gonna be putting in work in order to ensure that Boruto loses his Karma Seals. And well, he's ensures Boruto that, but this is something that I really want to know. He goes on and talks about all the things, like I noted earlier just now, that Karma Seal has caused him and why he hates it so much, and saying that he won't stop until there's no more Karma Seals left in the world. And that's where we get the panel of Sasuke's face. And this is why I want to note it out, because, you know, Sasuke's hands down my favorite Naruto character, my favorite anime character. So I wouldn't say like I know everything or I understand completely everything of how Sasuke, but knowing Sasuke and knowing the way Kishimoto is, that isn't just like a wasted panel right there. If there was no point, you know, he could have added a close-up on Kawaki's face to emphasize, you know, his meaning behind his words. He could have did a close-up on Boruto's face. He could have did any other thing, but he specifically showed Sasuke reacting to Kawaki's words before Boruto got to add on saying, yeah, he hates Karma Seal well. And why I think that is important, because you look at Sasuke, bro, look at how he came up, you know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, he's not from the start. He knew how that type of, not in the same matter in the sense of going out for, you know, vengeance or just being evil or striving to be into the darkness, but that same resilience towards a goal that can ultimately, even if it's good or bad, lead you down a wrong type of path if you're so, you know, single-mindedly focused on that one goal. And Sasuke, I feel like Sasuke in that panel is telling us Sasuke senses that same type of ambition in Kawaki that he's seen in his young self, where he was like, yo, I'm not gonna stop until I kill Itachi, you know what I'm saying? Like, he slaughtered my whole clan. What is he talking about? He kills Itachi, and then things just keep on adding up onto, you know what I'm saying, Sasuke's life, and he's just reacting to them. And you see in Kawaki's sense, you know what, I'm gonna run away, I'm gonna make sure like I get rid of this Karma Seal off my palm. And then it turns out, oh snap, Boruto has this Karma Seal, you know what I'm saying, we both want to battle out Ishiki, Jigen, whatever, you know what I'm saying, put my trust in Naruto, you know, they're gonna help me get rid of this Karma Seal. Oh, he got rid of his Karma Seal, you know what, I'm not done, you know what I'm saying, he's like, I'm not gonna stop until Boruto's Karma Seal is gone, and I'm gonna stop until every single Karma Seal in the world is gone. Similar sense with Sasuke, Kawaki is simply reacting to the things that are going on in his life. And in a similar manner, how far will that line take him? Because Sasuke can sense the ambition, like he's not gonna stop. And you can see in episode 1, chapter 1 of the manga, in the case where Kawaki has a Karma Seal still, they're older, Boruto still has his Karma Seal, obviously. And then where would that make sense? Where does that leave any plot holes? And then we go on to later on in the village, Boruto and Kawaki were talking on top of the Hokage faces, and Kawaki reveals to Boruto a way, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and transfer the Karma Seal onto Code. And now I highly doubt that that's going to be the case, knowing Boruto's character, but it was just like an interesting method and interesting, you know, story tie-in for Kishimoto to implement into that, to showcase Kawaki's character character and his willingness of how far he's willing to go. He's willing to even to use the thing that he hates most, which we've seen time and time again, his mastery over the Karma Seal, in order to get rid of it. So all in all, I don't think it's so far-fetched to imagine Kawaki seeking out another Karma Seal in order to match the power to get rid of all Karma Seals, maybe taking the burden of holding the last Karma Seal. Because you see in Sasuke's sense, he was like, you know what, his ultimate end goal was fuck it, all this evil shit, all the effed up things that the 5 Kage, the history of the Shinobi nations, all that shit was fucked up, which is true in sense. But Sasuke's solution for it, or his rather thought out solution, was, you know what, I'm gonna just be the catalyst for all the evil. I'm gonna have everybody focus their evil on me, but ensuring that I'm the strongest, so nobody can fuck with me. At the end of the day, they won't have any other enemies but me. So at the end of the day, Sasuke saw that as a type of solution, whereas in Kawaki's case, you know, theoretically speaking, he sees, you know what, I'm gonna get the Karma Seal, I'm gonna be the strongest, I'm gonna be the ultimate, you know, the most strongest, because at the end of the day, his Karma Seal is, you know, the DNA from one of the strongest Otsutsuki's, the strongest Otsutsuki we've seen up to date, you know, at this point in the Boruto story. So who's to say Kawaki isn't as smart to go as far as saying, you know what, my body's already 80% Otsutsuki, which he's already stated time and time again in the short amount of time he's lost his Karma Seal, and he's already stated currently in chapter 56, what's the issue with them being able to do the powers that the Otsutsuki's previously had, due to the fact that their bodies are 80% Otsutsuki. So long story short, I'm just saying that it's not too far-fetched to imagine Kawaki going to the lengths of attaining the Karma Seal again in order to ensure our Karma Seal is gone. And we go back into the starting chapter, we see Boruto asking Kawaki like, yo, my guy, like, I didn't think you would go this far, you know, dating all the way back to the promise that they made when we were kids, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get rid of these fucking Karma Seals. And Boruto essentially maybe found a way, you know, in relation to his eye, because we know we still have yet to have the Jogan tie in into the manga, and we see the scars, so that can be significant as to maybe that eye needs to be taken out specifically by code in his claws, possibly, you know, as a way to ensure all the plans go according to plan, because, you know, it's possible that those Jogans are basically what essentially the type of eyes or the dojutsu that you get when you become the ultimate Otsutsuki god. But anyway, Boruto's telling Kawaki like, bro, I ain't think you was gonna go this far, my guy. Like, yo, you talking about, boy, we was supposed to be eating Thunderburgers, chilling back with Sarada, Chocho and the gang, my guy Shikadai, you know what I'm saying, Shinobi ninja cards, what are you talking about? Kawaki's like, nah, boy, y'all was wildin', son. Naruto lost Kurama, y'all here trying to be weak and stuff, talking about some all this other stuff. It's not too far-fetched to see Kawaki going that far, because we've already seen it being done, and him encouraging Boruto, even using methods of Otsutsuki as like finding a vessel in order to find out a solution. So yes, Boruto asking Kawaki, I didn't think you would be willing to go this far just to ensure to get rid of all Karma Seals, and or to get rid of all Karma Seals. Maybe that's the tie-ins with the, you know, ending of the Shinobi world, just ending of the Shinobi system, getting rid of the 5 Kage system. Who knows? I don't know, because at the end of the day, this next 5 Kage meeting is going to be very crucial, and I feel like it's going to be a dispute amongst the 5 Kages. I feel like it's going to have to be some type of, you know, they're going to have to, you know, figure out what's going down with, first of all, with Boruto and the situation with Boruto. We already see how they're treating him as a star, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to talk about all of the things that they've just been revealed to Amato, about Code, about the Kara organization, and they're ultimately going to come to a decision, because we already seen how dangerous it was already keeping Kawaki around, and to continue to keep Kawaki around. I don't believe all the Kages are going to be on the same page, and it might be a crucial, you know what I'm saying, decision made that possibly puts the entire 5 Great Shinobi Nation, you know what I'm saying, alliance at risk, and ultimately the Shinobi, you know, system might falter due to this. So I feel like the events of chapter 57 is going to be very crucial and overall to the Boruto story, and it might tie into the ultimate ideal clash that we see between the older Boruto and the older Kawaki, and I feel like it all dates back to Kawaki's single ambition to make sure that all Karma Seals in the world is gone, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that would make sense, aside from the fact that, yes, I mean, it can be where Kawaki sides with these newly revealed cyborgs, by the way, that are in the Kara organization, you know, and it's just like cyborgs versus Shinobi. That would be like, I wouldn't say too simple-minded, it can be as complex, but we've seen Kawaki's not willing to live in a world without the 7th Hokage, yet apparently he sent the 7th Hokage somewhere. All in all, Kawaki's, I feel like it ties into Kawaki's deep ambition, his deep goal to get rid of the Karma Seal, to make sure that Boruto get rid of his Karma Seal. And I feel like somewhere along the lines where, you know, Boruto finds a means to an end, and he sees the Karma Seal as a way to, you know what I'm saying, just essentially keep around in order to, you know, whatever the fuck he has going down. And Kawaki's like, you know, at the end of the day, now that we figured out a way to get rid of it, like, why aren't you still going through with the plan? Or maybe at the end of the day, Kawaki's like, you know what, I have to get the ultimate Karma Seal, get rid of Cold's Karma Seal, get rid of, you know what I'm saying, possibly Cold giving out Karma Seals and vessels and stuff like that. I don't even know, bro. At the end of the day, who's to say other Otsuzukis can come down and still hand out Karma Seals? Mere fact that it's going to be rare to find a decent and good vessel for the Otsutsuki power, but still, you see where I'm going at, right? Y'all can pick up on putting down. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3 Long Face Skinny Body. Let me know what your thoughts so far on the events surrounding around Boruto and Kawaki, specifically with their 80% Otsutsuki bodies, and your anticipation, especially for the 5 Kage Summit in Boruto chapter 57, and with all the things that are going to be going down. Do y'all think, like, along the lines of me, like, it ain't going to be all, you know what I'm saying, peaches and ice cream skipping through the sunflower fields and stuff like that? I feel like, I ain't going to say it's somebody from the throw hands. Like, I honestly would assume that, like, somebody would be stupid. Any one of the Kage would be stupid to assume, like, all right, since this nigga Naruto, you know what I'm saying, obviously he lost Kurama, they could all of a sudden get bucked with this nigga and me, and nah, like, hype all that shit down, you know what I'm saying, chill out. Make sure Black Uchiha out there, Long Face Skinny Body. Until my next video, holla at your bro, I'm holla at y'all, Black Uchiha, yes sir.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said